Hi, it's Robinhood. I'm coming out of my retirement because, quite frankly, I think we once again need a revolution. The World Health Organization predicts that by 2030, depression will account for the highest rates of disabilities accorded any physical or mental disorder in the world. You might have also observed that the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer, and so now my peaceful retirement is in jeopardy. Here I am trying to enjoy the serenity, but the noises just outside my forest are becoming deafening, with the globalization and technologically advanced age causing greater levels of malaise and restlessness amongst the townsfolk. You see, I am a very curious character, so I decided to do some research to discover just what is going on and why the natives are utterly restless. This is what I came with. In 59 countries, the average income today is lower than what it was 20 years back. In the same period of time, the incomes of the top 1% have increased by 60% around the globe. The number of people surviving on less than $2 a day has risen by almost 50% since 1980. In the meantime, the $240 billion of net income of the richest 100 billionaires in just 2012 would be well enough to end extreme poverty 4 times, according to realistic and reputable Oxfam. So, for the next step, the inquiring minds need to know, where is all this money going? From Aristotle over 2,000 years ago to Justice Louis Brandeis in more modern times, the same sentiment has been expressed. You can have the wealth and power in the hands of a few, or you can have a democracy, but it's impossible for one to have both. The greater inequality of wealth we have in a society, greater it creates social and health issues, and everything from greater real unemployment crisis to obesity, to cancer, to depression, higher imprisonment rates, teenage pregnancies, and the use of illicit drugs and mental illness. These are just to name a few maltreatments in the society that have escalated in recent years despite great economic growth. A society that encourages such ferocious competition results in spectacular winners, but an ever-growing number of losers through constant comparison, feelings of justified or unjustified, superiority or inferiority, status and power games that just encourage ever higher levels of distrust amongst people. Honestly, if this is the price of progress, then stop the horse and let me off. I contend that the only purpose of economic growth should be for human welfare, which is why I have put together my redistribution of wealth program. As Winston Churchill stated, a pessimist sees a difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. I have no doubt that we have more opportunity now than we have had ever before, but the problem is that these opportunities have shifted, which is why we need to reschool, retool, and reposition ourselves so that we not only survive, but thrive in the new global village and economy. In the words of JFK, a rising tide lifts all boats, not a few big ones whilst the rest get smashed on the rocks. This is why I subscribe to a system that places people before profits. Einstein referred to himself as a militant pacifist because he knew that he would fight for peace and greater cause. As he quoted, "The world is a dangerous place, not because of the evil in it, but because so many would stand by and do nothing." So here is my call to action, to take a stand, join the fray, and be a part of Robin Hood's band to redistribute the wealth. Toward that end, I would like to send you my free report titled Depression's Gift. From Scarcity to Abundance, as told by my good friend Paul Beer. We all know the power of a good story. Well, he has a great adventure to share and will also be revealing where there is a huge pot of gold big enough for all of us to have our share, so that we can redistribute the wealth for the sake of our health. The 6 essential keys to revitalize, reposition, and reinvent yourself in this new global economy are now accessible. The power is really always with the people, but maybe sometimes we need to be reminded of that. To receive your copy of my free compelling report, simply place your name and email in the opt-in box. Until we connect again, remember life is a daring adventure, so have some fun, laugh often, connect with a friend, dream bigger dreams, and chase after them like crazy. Talk to you soon.